Hi guys, thanks so much for watching The Social Life, the place to be for entrepreneurs with a purpose. Today I want to talk to you about a question that I received, and it was all about copyrights and trademarks. And this was from someone in our group, and I just wanted to address that because I thought actually it's a great question. I do get it a lot, so I thought I should take the time to let you guys know all about copyrights and trademarks today. So the first thing I want to say is that I am not a lawyer, so be sure to do your research on your own as well. This is just what I know of trademarks and copyrights, and then also how I addressed my own nonprofit and their copyrights and trademarks and things like that. My Launchpad is not trademarked, and I don't have a copyright for Launchpad as well. And the reason I didn't do that is because you cannot trademark an idea and you cannot copyright an idea. Now, the difference between the two is that copywriting is for authorship, essentially. So if you were writing a blog or you were writing any sort of written information that you want to copyright, you can, print it up and then you can mail it to yourself so that you have a timestamp and all of that. If you wanted to go that route. So if there's something that you've created, then you can get a copyright for that. A trademark is something that you are, like your brand or your slogan or your tagline, something that's associated with a product that you sell or a business that you run, you can then get a trademark. That's really the difference between those two. So copyright is for a specific, tangible work of creation, that you've created that you want to copyright. Generally, this is for authors, and then the rest of it is for your business, like your branding or your logo, your tagline or slogan that you use or something like that. So if you feel like that's important enough, then absolutely go trademark, go copyright, and you'd want to talk to, maybe a patent attorney or something, someone who knows how to do those types of things to help walk you along in that process. Now, as far as ideas go, which was the original question, is how should I trademark or copyright my idea? You really can't trademark or copyright ideas, and that's what makes a lot of things difficult. Is people want to start businesses and they want to start, nonprofits and things like that, but they're afraid of losing their idea or someone stealing the idea. So I have a few things on that because I was there and I totally understand this. I have been there, I felt that. I understand. And when you start something, you don't want people to take the idea, right? And people do it. So my suggestion on that is when you're in the idea phase and you're trying to figure out you need some things, some questions answered, and you're trying to get information, you want to work with the community, whatever it is that you want, the reason that you need to speak to other people about your idea, you just need to make sure of the people that you're speaking to that you trust, okay? That you need to make sure that you trust those people that you're talking to. The second thing is you just want to start. The thing is that most cases, people will tell you that you have to just be first to market. So once you start your idea, make sure that you're ready to go full force to market. And that's just, bringing it out to the public, and you're buttoned up and you're ready to start. Now, that's why I always say just start, because your idea will catch on. People are okay. They understand that you're new and that you may make mistakes and that you may not, be buttoned up and completely ready, and you might have hiccups, and there's lots of things that happen in startups at baseline. So when you start up and you think of yourself as a startup, just realize that there will be mistakes made and you will fall off the wagon at some point, things like that. But when people understand your mission, they understand your vision, they understand what you're trying to do, and they are helping to move your organization forward, then your idea has now become something real. Right? And for someone to come behind you and to steal that idea, generally people already know about it, okay? So you can't worry about whether people are going to steal your idea or not. You just have to start. And then lastly, you want to prove the concept. So I don't care if you're for-profit, nonprofit, you want to prove the concept, which means you want to prove that your process works. You want to prove that you're making change and that you have a purpose and that your mission, is on course and that you can do that. And just like you can go to different restaurants and they have very similar setups, or there's a pizza parlor down the street that's a very similar pizza parlor down the other side of the road or whatever, or across the street from each other, whichever. There's a secret sauce, right? There's something that makes them stand out and be a little bit different. And that's what you don't have to give up. So when you're talking to people about your idea, you don't have to give up what makes you different, right? You don't have to give up all of the information. They just need to know the information that's pertinent to them and how they can join your business or join your venture and help it grow. But they don't have to know all the particular details of how you make your organization work, okay? So that would be my advice to you guys on copyrights and trademarks is, if you feel like it's necessary, once you've gotten started and once you've proved the concept, then you can absolutely, trademark, your logo and your brand and all that stuff if you feel like it's that important and someone might come into your space and do something very similar and you don't want them to have your name. Absolutely do that. But for the most part, you probably, you have to take it case by case, but you may not need a trademark. You may not need a copyright if you're doing something specialized in an area where the name is very different from, other people and what they might name their organization. But that is totally up to you. Those would just be my pieces of advice when it comes to copyrights and trademarks. I would really say to focus more on the mission and getting your organization out there, getting your business out there, and really working to prove the concept before you are focused on trademarking or copywriting any of your information. Anyway, I hope this video helped you guys, and if you haven't already, sign up for the Social Life Diaries, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.